Evening, folks. Just give me a sec. My laptop stand thing got a little jacked up for some reason. Hopefully, it won't fall down. Alrighty, so everyday KT number 171. Today we're talking about being there. But before we do that, I just want to stop for a moment, take a moment, and say thanks to families of those who paid the ultimate price, so that we can have the freedoms here that we have. So I'm going to take just a quick moment of silence for all those who are no longer with us. And I raise my glasses to all those who have served and are still here. Here's to you, folks. So, being there. What does that mean? Being there. So, we've been talking for a long time about confidence, kicking ass, taking names, being awesome, having loads of self-confidence, being able to do for yourself, self-reliance, all manner of awesome things that enable you to be a badass. So there is a downside. And what that is that there are people who realize, oh my God, that guy's a badass or that girl's a badass. They can do anything. And they will ask and say, well, hey, can you blah, 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 blah. If you are not used to that kind of thing, you're probably going to say, sure, to everybody. Well, when you do that, what happens? You directly impact your own life because you become responsible for all of these other people. So you have to be careful in what and who you say yes to. Is it something you can do? It's easy. It doesn't take any serious time or affect your life. That's fine. Are you committing to saving the world on a day-to-day basis, having to strap on tights and fly around and save the universe? A little bit different. So, and yes, I use that because it's a humongous and crazy stretch, but with some of the things that people have asked me to do over the years, that might be easier. So, if you are the type of person who really enjoys helping other people like I do, saying no and telling people that you can't is very, very difficult. And in some cases, actually harder than actually wearing the kilt for the first time. So, for those of you out there who are new to kilting, or those of you who are to the point where you're confident in yourself and you're comfortable wearing your kilt wherever you want, you're probably getting inquiries on a regular basis to do God knows what, especially if you have a pickup truck and are halfway decent with tools of any kind. If you know how to use one of these, you're going to get phone calls. You got a whole set of these, you're going to get phone calls. God only knows. If you know what this is and how to use it, you're going to get phone calls. So, if you have, if you have any of these skills, or of any kind, skills. Do you have a vehicle and know how to drive? Somebody's going to ask you for help. So, I'm not saying be an asshole about it. You don't want to be that guy. But, if you spend every waking moment in the service of someone else, what are you going to do for yourself? You're going to get home, it'll be 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and you're like, well, shit, I got all this stuff to do. Oh, I was busy blah, 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 for someone else. You got nothing done. You have to be 100% certain that you set aside time for yourself to do the things that you enjoy. Do you like sitting on your ass and watching TV? Fine. Take a couple hours every once in a while and just do nothing. Do you enjoy going to the bar and hanging out with your friends? I'm not talking about going out and getting sloshed. I'm talking about simply the act of having a community life outside of whatever it is that you do. Going hanging out with friends at a social event or place. You have to make sure that you set time aside for yourself. Do you like to read, but you haven't picked up a book in months because you're too busy doing other people's stuff or helping other people? You got to set time aside for yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna go nuts. Your brain is just gonna say, you know what, off, and you're screwed. It's just gonna be pissed at you all the time. You're gonna be cranky, grumpy, angry, and unhappy. So much so that wearing pants would be the lesser of the two evils. Make sure you spend time doing for yourself. If you used to work out and you miss it, go start doing that again. If you write but you haven't, do that. If you play an instrument but you haven't, do that. If you like going walking in the woods, then go find some woods. Make sure you set aside time for yourself. Basically, think of it this way. Your whole life is this, right here. I'm using a lot of power tool references because I got shitloads of them. This is you, right here, right? Battery. Push the button right now, fully charged. That's every morning. But if you keep going, this is what happens. The light goes out. You got nothing left in the tank. And unlike this battery, which I can go stick up on the wall, you have to actually do something. You know, I can stick this on the charger, boom, walk away, come back in 2 hours, 100% charged. You need to do the same thing for yourself. You know, if your recharge is getting in the car and just randomly driving someplace with the windows down, fine, go do that. Make sure that you spend the time, take the effort, and demand that you have time for yourself. Doing the things that you truly enjoy. Do you love playing board games? Go find somebody who plays board games. Just chill out for a couple of hours. Unplug from all the other crap and focus on yourself. Making sure that this battery of yours goes from this to that. Fully charged. Boom. See that? Right there. Fully charged. Because that way, when you sit there, you spend time on yourself, you spend energy and effort on yourself, doing the thing that you love, doing all of the other stuff is not going to be as bad. Because you're going to know that you have these things to look forward to. You can say, okay, well, I got to do this all week long, but Saturday I'm going camping. Or I got to do blah, 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 but I got concert tickets. Or I got movie tickets. Or I've got, you know, I've got plans on Thursday night to meet up with blah, 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 these 5 or 6 people over at whatchamacplace and have a drink or two. You have time set aside. Or, you know, you said, you know what, screw it. New gym opened up. 6 o'clock in the morning, alarm's going to go off. I'm going to get my ass out of bed and get down there because you enjoy it. So, do what it is that you love. But you have to find, you know, help people. Don't be an asshole and say, nope, screw it, I'm done. Nobody else can, I'm not helping anybody. But you got to make sure that that battery's charged and charged often. Because if you run it down, any car folks out there know, you can only recharge that battery for so long before you need a serious swift kick in the ass. Car, you need a new battery. People, you just become a grouch. And you need to damn near need an intervention. Spend the time on yourself. Don't be an asshole to people about it, but make sure that you can take the time to do the things that you feel most at home doing and that you love and you relish every moment that you do those things. And get away from the rest of everything else. So, whoop. Yeah, Doug, that you have to step back and say, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna go off in La La Land and do nothing. So, somebody, actually, crap. I don't have my kiltologies. They've gone AWOL. That's fine. Screw it. So, tonight, I'm going to leave you with this. You know, be thankful for those folks who are willing to sacrifice their effort, their time, and even their lives to ensure that your life is something that you can live the way you desire. You want to do certain things, you want to live a certain way, you want to believe certain things. There is an enormous number of people who have sacrificed their everyday, Christmas with their children, seeing, weddings, funerals, all kinds of things that you and I, who have not served and do not have a public service type job, we take for granted. Oh, 4th of July, let's go watch the fireworks. There's a lot of people who can't do that. Why? Because they're either in harm's way or they're busy taking care of people who blow themselves up because they're out having fireworks. So I would like all of you to do me a huge favor. Not just me, but do everyone a favor. And sometime between now and tomorrow, say thank you to a vet, an active duty military serviceman or woman, or any of the first responders out there, fire, police, EMTs, coasties, all those folks. Find one and tell them thank you. And that's not a thank you for anything they've done special today, tomorrow, yesterday. Just a thank you because they've decided that they want to spend their lives making sure that your life is as protected as they can. So please, just tell them thank you. And with that, I will leave you. Again, I hope you've had an amazing weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Be strong. Put a kilt on.